Ms. Geethika KAKKAR, our next speaker, is an educator by profession and a passionate public speaker who joined the Millennium School in 2022. With specializations in business studies and entrepreneurship, she is a dedicated educator who lives continuously strives to make a meaningful impact in her students' lives. Her accomplishments as a public speaker and debater are notable, including being the runner-up in the GEMS Inter-School Teachers Debate competition. Today, she brings her wealth of insights to address our topic. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Geethika KAKKAR.
Hello, good evening. Beauty, right? Any proud owner of this beauty here? Can't see though. Trying to buy it? I'm sorry, please bear with me because I'm a teacher and questioning, it comes innate. So what makes you buy it? So you got me here, you didn't let me introduce my topic here. She already mentioned change. Now this change is a very interesting and very versatile concept, isn't it? I teach entrepreneurship, and there's a concept which says that there are various external and internal factors which bring about changes around us. Now, when we talk about external factors, somehow those factors which cannot be controlled, totally beyond human control, and you have to ride the roller coaster, no matter what. There are certain internal factors, controllable to a certain extent. You have a grip, you can mold the circumstances accordingly. Exceptions apart, I told my husband this afternoon that he has to drop me here at 3. 2:15, he was found sleeping. Internal factors, he lost his grip, had to ride the roller coaster. So the point here is changes, their impacts, and how they affect you as an individual completely and entirely depends upon what position are you in. It's an individual journey. It's very subjective, very relative. Let me take you through my journey, and let me share how I evolved as a better me, going through all the changes I came across. And if at all it helps any single one of you to change your perspective and evolve as a better person than you are now, I'm sure you all are good at what you're doing, I think it will be a success when I'm standing here and talking to you. So it all started back then in 2010 with this. I was a radio artist, accidentally placed though. I was completely in love with my profile. I never knew what I had to do with that, but I somehow got campus placed. But my parents, they were convinced by other people that no, this is not the right job a girl should do. They pushed me towards pursuing my bachelor's of education. And, here I was in 2011. So a sudden change. From being a radio artist to becoming a teacher and being completely lost. I could not join the dots. I was slagged, I was staggered. I didn't know what to do because teaching and me were poles apart. I didn't know how to handle those 6 feet tall boys. I never knew that. But somehow, being an introvert, I could not approach my parents, telling them I wasn't okay. This is not working for me. So being an introvert, when I do not have anyone to go to, when I do not have anyone to talk to, what do? So there I started self-helping. I started talking to myself. I started counseling my own self. That helped. That helped to a great, great extent. I realized that I have to be open to what is coming my way. I realized, and I kept telling myself, Geethika, you have to do this. Let's take one day at a time. And it really worked for me. Try it. I'm sure it will work for you as well. And then, life, to add another charm to it, brought me, I'm using it wrong, brought me here. I got married. Are all changes pleasant? My husband is here. Indeed, it was a very pleasant experience for me. And no denial to this. Yes, a very, very pleasant experience. He's been there with me throughout, through all pleasants, through all odds, through any kind of a circumstance. He has helped me on those times when my self-counseling failed at me. So the point here, or the key here is, find someone if you go weak. Find the right set of people, seek help, and get going. And then somehow I came here to the UAE, I started my teaching career again, and I thought I was settled in life now. Things were going well. I joined the school here back there. I guess I joined the first school in Sharjah. And things were going really smooth. But then life, with its own nature, can't let you, live a smooth life. It has to show the transition. How many of you have faced this, that, whenever you're feeling comfortable in life, something is there at your door knocking? Surprise, surprise. Anyone? Most of us, right? This happened with me. Motherhood, an entirely transformational journey. Blend of emotions, blissful, overwhelming, most of the times thought paralyzing. With God's grace, I'm blessed with 2 boys. Do I need to state my condition any further? I hope it's understandable. My younger one is a challenge of his kind. Even meditation fails there. It's very taxing, it's very challenging. And I always try to become a very kind mother, adapt to what is happening, how parenting is changing. Rather, both of us, we try to, get along with them and tell them, okay, fine, we are there with you. And one instance, I was, just trying to be kind to them, and I told them, okay, listen, children, if your physical health is affected by your mental health, if you're thinking that you're not doing right, take a break, let things go on hold, enjoy your favorite meals, go out with your friends, watch your favorite movies. The world can wait. And believe me, the world kept waiting. I kept waiting. And then I had to go back to the traditional motherhood form of mine and bring them back to track. And suddenly it just made me realize that, am I not good at it? I'm not being a good parent. Am I failing somewhere? There, when I get into such circumstances, my favorite go-to is Rocky Balboa. Any Rocky Balboa fans here? I can see one hand there. None of you have watched Rocky Balboa talking or his movies? We have one. I can't see you, but yes, I can trace your hand. Rocky Balboa, please go watch his movies. Immensely motivational. And I immensely love one short video of his where he's talking to his son and telling him that it doesn't matter how hard life hits you. It always matters how hard you can get hit and how many times, and then come up, stand forth, and fight for the good in you. So the key here, which helped me, was resilience. Keep going. I kept going. So what I did was I turned adaptive. So rather than being more on the preaching side, I shifted myself towards the learning side. I let myself open to learning, and I told my children, especially the older one, he's 9 years now. I told him, okay, Anhad, I'm open to learning, so anytime you come across anything new, you tell me. Maybe it adds on to my wisdom. And he took it very seriously. One day he's coming to me and telling me, Mama, come on, stop using your phone just to receive calls, send messages, or scroll through social media. You've spent a lot of money on it. And I was like, okay, then what should I be doing with it? He said, Mama, don't you know about the technological changes happening? I said, what about them? I know about my phone. I know there are so many social media platforms, and I know people are earning crazy using social media platforms. And he realized that Mama doesn't know anything. He told me, Mama, you are a teacher. I said, yeah, indeed I do. Do you know technology can help you make your lesson plans? I was like, how did you get that term? Lesson plans? And he said, Mama, you can make such nice worksheet for your students. My teachers do. And I was like, okay. And he's like, Mama, bro, come on. I was like, what is this, bro? And he's like, Mama, technology, change. You change. And I said, okay, fine. Now what do I do with that? And what do I do with the technological changes? He said, please, learn something better. And I tried to learn something better. And when I went through what was being plattered on those technological grounds, I found myself completely lost. I just found out that maybe I don't know anything of this. I am not a tech-savvy person. I'm a very messy thinker, though I've evolved over time. But yes, still, it remains constant with me. So I felt lost. I thought that I don't know anything. What is technology and how can it further help me? I tried a lot though, being honest enough, but it didn't work for me. So I then started thinking whether maybe I'm not the right person for all this. Maybe the time is not right for me to get into all this. And I completely got overwhelmed. I got staggered again, and I was astonished what to do next. And in those times, when I'm stuck, I'm fixed somewhere, the divine is always there to help me. And somehow my husband came up again, and he sat me down. He showed me a video of a Bollywood actor, not very popular, but very wise though, wherein the actor was talking that never say your time is not right. Time is not right for those who've lost any of their body organs in an accident. Time is not right for them who've got paralyzed, who've lost their families. So if you have all your body organs intact, you can walk, you can eat, you can talk, you can experience, your time is not wrong. Time is always right, and you have the capacity to mold it as per your conditions. So the key here, what I learned, was endurance. Keep going on. Accept with grace. Keep accepting things which are coming your way very, very gracefully. I've accepted this, popped out of nowhere, knowing that I had an event in the evening. You can see this, right? Very embarrassing for a girl, a woman. But somehow, I accepted gracefully. So there are various methods, there are various ways through which you can evolve as a better you. There's no, what you say, a special guru mantra for being very kind, being very nice, and evolving brighter in the world where you are surviving. So now coming towards the end, after so much of talking, I just invite you all to join me in a short exercise. I have been through many things. I've learned through my journey. I just wanted to convey it to you that you also can do the same. Maybe you're doing far better than what I did. But again, just to participate with me, I would request you all to just close your eyes for 2 seconds, if you may. Can you please close your eyes for 2 seconds? 1, 2. Just breathe deep. Breathe deep. And while you breathe deep, just feel the positivity, the strength within yourselves. What you can do, nobody else can. Repeat these lines after me, and you will feel the change. This is not how my journey ends. This is not how my journey ends. Despite the delays, the setbacks, despite who walked away, despite the hurts, the loneliness, I'm still going to live a blessed, fruitful, and a victorious life. My latter days are going to be far better than my former days. And here I make an agreement with me. It's all going to happen. It's still going to happen. I'm a brave fighter. It's still going to happen. I'm going to evolve better and brighter. Thank you so much, all of you. So just remember, the keys to adapt to these changes: self-help, resilience, endurance, acceptance. You can change it all. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Ms. Kakkar.